Okay, so today we're just looking at the Icom IC2820A, and these were a quite a nice radio. Let's turn something down here that I've got on another band. That's better. And came with a nice remote head cable, so you could get a good 5 or 6 meters out of those from memory. And the question that got raised with me is how do I know if my 2820 has actually got Dstar on board? So I thought, just for the heck of it, before this goes out somewhere else, that I'll just show you something, that the easiest way on one of these things, and we'll hook it up in a second, but the easiest way to tell, we've actually got the covers off this at the moment, but is to have a look in the little GPS socket. There's a hole there that says GPS antenna. Now, if you can see the gold of the little fella in there, then yep, you've definitely got a Dstar board in there, the UT123. Now, let me just show you in actual fact what happens there. The GPS unit is actually on the Dstar board, so once again, you know, that's instead of having to take the covers off, you actually can see it through the little hole there. So if you can see that little gold connector just in there, then you have got the 123, that's the UTC 123 there. Okay, so let's put some screws back in this and we'll just fire this up. They're a great little unit, I've got to say. So hang on, 2 ticks. Okay, so she's all back together again, and once again the IC2820H. Nice little radio. The Dstar side, obviously out here, we don't use a lot of. That being said, if you've got a hotspot, you know, the world is open to you. There's no question that you can do quite a bit. This one's already been programmed up with a few memories and bits and pieces in it. What are we doing? Yeah, sorry, it is memory. So I had to have a quick look at my own screen then. So you've got two controls, one for the VHF main band. Now at the moment we've got the second band programmed as VHF. Now obviously we can change that, and I'll just do that right now. I'm going to be honest here, I had to have a quick look without sort of having the camera in the way. Yes, so your main on your right hand side, main band actually has a control here, and what that does is basically, see the main above the 439 there. Well, when you hit the other main, oh, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Hang on. Sorry, back to that one there. And I was about to tell you something very wrong. Sorry. That's how you do it. Sorry. I'm having a good day today. The control sort of for each one of these is still linked. But yes, to actually get the main light to go over, geez, I tell you what, I'm getting old here. Basically just hit the button there, and that will actually give you priority on the UHF or priority on the VHF. I really wonder about me sometimes. Anyway, so pretty much same sort of deal, that we can just wander around. We can put that onto memory like we did with the other one. Now, it looks like it's mimicking the same memories that were in the VHF band. So it may just be this has got no... Let's just get in here. Let's have a look. C1, CO. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a look. No. Weather. Okay, good on you. Yeah, so I would say that this one here at the moment is just mimicking the same memories that were in my my left-hand side here on the VHF side. So pretty much when you go to memory mode versus when we're back into VFO mode, we're definitely in 440 megs, etc. Not to say that you couldn't have, you know, 2 VHF frequencies up or 2 UHF frequencies up. I'm sure that's quite possible as well. But just having a quick look at just its receiver, I just wanted to put in, to do that, I've got to actually put in, what are we on? 875, so let's have a look at 875. Let's just put in about, not much. Oh yeah, 0.5 microvolt, straight away comes up. Yeah, look, these have got lightning hot, let me get rid of that. Lightning hot receivers on them, so I didn't. I won't even bother trying. Well, you know what? 439 900. Let's put it in. What the heck? Because and I've just knocked my focus there. That was clever. 439 900. Let's just see what we get there. 9900. Okay, and we're putting in the same 0.5 a microvolt, I think, from memory. Let's have a look. Yes, we are. Look at that. Just beautiful. Yeah, so the receivers on these things, lightning hot. Let's get rid of that there. But while we're at it, let's have a look at the UHF power. I usually find these are about 35 to 40 watts. I know they say 50, but let's have a look. 37.6. That's pretty much what I'd expect one of these. They tout this 50 watts, but I haven't seen one yet do quite 50, to be honest. Let's have a look here. See, on VHF, 46.6 is what I'd expect. Normally about a 10 watt differential between the VHF UHF, so that's sort of what I would expect out of one of these things. Probably on some parts of the band, they may get another few watts. You might find it, it's got a favourable peak at 433 or something, where the transmit for repeaters are, or sometimes you'll find it does vary across the band, not by much though. But yeah, look, it's a great little unit. The question that everybody always asks is, can this do UHF CB? And the answer is no, it can't. It won't transmit past 470 meg. So I'm pretty sure oh no, it will receive though. Okay, so let's just have a look at that. Let's have a look here. Let's put it on 480 megs exactly, and let's just see what the receiver is like on its wideband receive. I would presume pretty good, but I know for a fact that, geez, look at that. That same 0.5 of a microbot, I think, is receiving better up near 480 megs than what it... yeah, so let's have a look here. Let's just go... Now, just to prove a function of this, everything I've read about the 2820 is that it doesn't transmit... sorry, wrong band. That doesn't transmit... Yeah, okay, so pretty much that there is what, sort of you're going to get if you try to get this on UHF CB. They... From what I understand, have masked the processor, and it just won't do it. Icom have had a really stringent sort of belief factor that 470 megs is the most that they can be modded to do, which, really, my advice to people is, put a little $300 UHF 5 watt unit in your car for talking to the truckies and whatever you do up and down the road, and, keep this one dedicated to... but look, as a side note to that, there's nothing illegal about you having this radio receiving on outside of the amateur bands. So, if you wanted to, zap onto... oh, sorry, I got that wrong there. How am I doing this? I'm not going to do that all the way back. Anyway, sorry, I won't even bother here. Sorry, I can't just see the radio completely, how I've got this camera set up. If you wanted to dial that back to 476-425 or 477-400 for the truck channel to just be able to have a bit of a listen to what's going on, you certainly could do that. Out of interest, it was that one, sorry, yep, okay. And if I do that there, I can then go, yep. So the VH, let's put on 477-400 for example. So I can then just take that down to, yep, all right. So, so there's nothing wrong with you putting a memory channel in, so that if you want to monitor what's happening on the road with the trucks, etc., you certainly can do that quite legally, and this radio just won't let you do anything illegal with the transmit side. So there you go. But yeah, look, a nice little set, and I suppose people would be sort of wondering a little bit more about the Dstar option, and why to get the Dstar option now. Up here in the country, I'm probably the worst person to talk to about that. There are Dstar networks all around the place, and there are people running hotspots. So basically we've got the competition is DMR versus C4FM versus Dstar at the moment. And I've got to be honest, I think DMR is probably winning. C4FM is, not even a close competitor, but Dstar hasn't really had the take-up rate that we've seen in some of the other the other two modes. So the chap that's actually getting this radio, so a good mate of mine now, he actually manufactures hotspots. So for him, he'll just program one of his hotspots up so that he can link into anything Dstar worldwide, and that's quite easy to do. So and just a little plug for that, that's Frank VK2 BFC. He commercially makes hotspots and bits. I shouldn't say commercially, he's retired to be fair, but the quality of his work, you would swear it's commercial. It's very, very good. So a bit of a plug there for Frank, but he's a good mate of mine. He's a good guy. And he's even having a look at my own hotspot pretty soon. He's trying to get me motivated. This is actually my DMR hotspot that I've had a bit of trouble with, but the trouble's a nut behind the steering wheel, which is me, I think. But I think he'll get in front of it for 2 minutes and go, he just knows them inside out, and it'll be a calibration thing that I've got wrong. So anyway, I'm lazy. I'm going to get Frank to have a look at it. All right, anyway, that's the 2820. Comes with a really nice microphone, so if you're going down the road, you can sort of keep this up high and basically see how to get around and change your power and duplex on and off and memories and the whole lot. So they're really well catered for from the microphone side. All right, that gives you a bit of an idea what they do. I suppose we'll, just for a last little thing, take it down to 430 something megs. That'll do. Yep, that looks sort of like it should look. My luck, ACMA, there'll be a picture of this up there that says 477-400, and I'll be done for... Anyway, as I said, no, you can't put these on UHF CB. And by the way, I get on well with ACMA, I'm just joking. But still, I don't want to make things look too incriminating. Oh, something I forgot to mention, little feature of the 2820, and I like it. You put this little plate there, and pretty much on the back, you've got these two big earth magnets here. I'll tell you what, when you put it onto that plate, it works well. But the idea is that you can quickly undo the side cable, put the head in your wife's handbag, and there's not something sitting in the car. This magnetic idea, real winner. I've got to say, the 2800 has a bracket where you've got to fit it over the top of the bracket, then put it in, then you got to get this thumb screw in underneath, and the connections behind the back, and this is much better. I love the magnet idea. Okay, 73 Steer, VK3 Charlie Mike, Tangam, Balanga, Northeast Victoria. Thanks for watching, and hope you're having a great day. Cheers.